Go on.
So, where was we?
Yeah. You was talking about someone. With the 2024 music?
Oh, so the song, I done a big video shoot last year for Crazy Feel Loving that was released last year, May. That song was written by Antonio Phillips. He also goes by the Crucial Tony as well. He's one of the band leaders for the legendary Grammy nominated Rough Cut band. And he was also part of the group Undivided Roots as well. And oh my gosh, I can't remember another group he was part of anyways. But anyways, Antonio Phillips has been around for a long time. Because one of the biggest production labels for reggae music over here in Jamaica was Jetstar. And Antonio Phillips worked alongside Mr. Palmer for Jetstar, which closed down. So I'm actually glad and happy to know that I'm in the hands of those people that are actually guiding me, because obviously what I should have had back then when I was coming out doing music, I should have had guidance, and none of the old producers that I worked with guided me the way our Rough Cut is guiding me. Okay. I mean, one or two songs got me out there, but it just wasn't enough. I mean, again, the production wasn't great, and because I didn't really have much of a say in it. Whereas when I'm working Rough Cut, thank God I have a bit more autonomy. So I can kind of like have a say so in certain things. Like for example, like the mix and mastering, because obviously before you mix and master, you have to make sure that your vocals are on point.
Of course.
And back then, I mean, when I was doing my shit, like back in 2020 and that, I don't think my vocals were that good. I mean, I was just meant to be a backing singer back then. And I could probably say to Mr. Webster, you should stay at the back with the backing singer. That's what you're good for. That's your lane, stay there. You know what I mean? But like, the new me now, like, the new sound that I've developed and found, because obviously I was still finding myself vocally and musically, and well, not really musically, but vocally.
It takes time.
And yeah, I mean, I started doing like vocal training, warm-ups, all that sort of stuff. And I think 2022, I done 2 songs in China with a guy called Kyle B from Kyle B Productions in China. And the song that I did called Bring Back the Love, I wrote it myself.
Sounds good. The name sounds good.
Yeah, every day I wake up, I pray to Jah. He will find a way, come back together again. So it's all about bringing people back together and living in love. We've got to live in love, peace, love, and harmony. So all that kind of stuff. That song done really well. I haven't done a video for that. I am going to do a video for it though. But yeah, that song went really well in China. America received it well as well. Jamaica loved it. And it went into Japan as well. So I'm still working on trying to kind of like, get my foot in the door in Japan, because that's where the money's at. I want to be booked for shows over there. Like, that's where, do you know what I mean? You know, so that's roots reggae. That wasn't Lovers Rock, that's roots. Conscious kind of stuff. So that was where I showed my versatility. Like, it's not just Lovers Rock, I could do roots as well.
Yeah, of course.
I love a bit of dub music as well. So I did a dub song called Sound System Boy, which was inspired by Sandra Cross's song, Sound System Girl, you never know me was a system girl. So that song was inspired by Sandra, so my one's called Sound System Boy. And it was same producer, Carl B in China, I done it with. It didn't really get the same recognition as Bring Back the Love did, the first song that I did with him, but it got a little recognition, if that made sense.
Yeah.
But it wasn't enough. So I feel that later on I might remaster that song and keep the vocals, but might just change certain parts differently. But that one was more electronic dub. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dub's a bit
different
to the other two.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So again, show my versatility, because I'm also trying to go to the European market too.
Of course, yeah.
So then obviously I done an Afrobeat song with my friend Kingsley. I promoted the song, but we never really performed it together.
Why not?
Why not? I don't know. Why did we and Kingsley perform that song? I don't know.
Yo, Kingsley, why didn't you guys perform the song? So
But-
2024, like this year, what are your plans for your music in terms of like releasing? And also, it's a two-part question. What are your plans for 2024? And also, where could people go to find all of your music? Where's the best place for people to go to find all of your music?
So-
to check you out.
To
Check out the
me
tunes.
out,
Come on,
you
check
can
out the
go
tunes.
on YouTube.
Yeah.
You can go on my website, www.websterjames.com. Also, Rough Cut Band Records, my label that I work with at the moment as well. I've got 2 songs out there. The latest 2 songs I did with them, Crazy For You Loving, Crazy For You Loving, You Are The One For Me. So that song was done by Rough Cut, produced by him, written by him. Backing vocals was done by Richie Davis. And he also mentored me and coached me into singing the song in the right way. He showed me in key, in tune, and the pitching was right. Because sometimes I do struggle with my pitching sometimes. And so yeah, Richie made sure that shit, it was a bit of a tough love situation with that.
Sometimes a little bit of tough love is needed.
You know what I mean? Richie's very like, some artists will probably cry and run away, but no, I actually love that because I'm not like, he pushed me.
Yeah, exactly.
Like vocally, I hit some fucking notes in that studio that I never knew that I could hit.
Big him up.
Fair and feel that I'm not good enough because people made me feel that I wasn't good enough back in the day, and I still had that in my head. So Richie Davis brought that out of me. Thank you.
Big him up,
Rough
man.
Cut.
Richard Davis, yeah?
Yeah, Richie Davis. He's another big artist.
Big him up, man.
He's local as well.
Richie Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's worked with King Jammies in Jamaica.
Yeah.
That guy's been around. He's
Okay.
one of the UK's best reggae singers, alongside Don Campbell, Peter Honeygirl, and
Don Campbell, big.
Trevor Hartley again.
Fucking hell, Lano. You
Yeah.
know all of these guys. I'm
Yeah.
just getting to know you, know.
You see,
You know all of them, Lano,
they're
yeah?
legends right there.
Most of them, yeah?
Oh, remember I told you like
Yeah.
my brother like
Yeah,
his
yeah.
family
Yeah.
bunch of singers, so
Yeah. So what should the people what could the people expect for this year?
So,
Are you gonna
as I
release
said,
any new music?
For now, I'm not looking to release anything right now. But I'm not saying I'm not going to, but I'm not trying to do that right now. But obviously, if I decide to work with another label to do a one-off single, because when you work with labels, they like to do a single first before they move on to projects.
Yeah.
You know, I've got a few requests, but at the moment I'm focused on marketing myself right now because I'm managing myself. I haven't managed it, so it's like I'm doing everything by myself. So I kind of ask that you all bear with me because I am working. You know, but also I've got my 9-to-5 job as well.
Yeah.
So which I've got to pay more attention to that because I do need the money to, you know, pay for the resources to give you people things to listen to, and also, you know, and the visual side of things costs money, and I'm doing it by myself. My latest release came out Valentine's Day. It's called My Love Is King. The song actually originally called Your Love Is King, originally written by Sade. But I covered it in reggae, produced by Rough Cut again. And you will hear like I've done all the arrangements, the backing vocals are all me as well. And that song's doing really well right now. I'm still promoting it because it only just came out the other day, so I still need to push it.
Yeah.
The song before that was a Snoop Dogg song I decided to cover in reggae. It was a hip hop song called Sexual Seduction.
Jamaicans love Snoop Dogg, you know.
I'm gonna say something. Yeah.
Yeah, but I covered it in reggae. I'll let you guys hear it after, but
Yeah.
I covered it in reggae, and the public received it very well. I never really performed it though because
Jamaicans love Snoop Dogg,
I feel
you know.
that it's a bit sexual, and I don't want to really want to kind of like, you know, because I'm on stage, I don't really want to, you know. But I mean, yeah, because some of my songs, my old songs were predominantly about sex, but I didn't really go into depth because obviously, like, you know, the crowd that I'm. But I feel like even the noise that I made in the song that I sang Sexual Seduction, I've done all the backing vocals myself.
Okay, so
So,
you
it
really,
was
really,
very-
yeah.
Sexual, but
Yeah.
because another artist called Kofi from Brown Sugar, she sang that song over. She sang Black Pride, all to see. So she covered that song with who produced it? Matthew Fluxy produced that one, and that was nice. But I didn't want to do mine like hers. But she inspired me to do it. So when I sang that song, I done it the Webster way, and the Webster way, the public liked it, but. I don't say, why didn't you perform it? I don't know. I don't know why I don't perform it. But
Why
I
haven't
will
you-
do it.
Yeah. Have you considered maybe performing it for this year? What? Nah?
Maybe.
Is that how sexualized that song is?
No, it's not. Maybe it's me making it sound as bad as it's
Okay,
not.
yeah.
But it's just I'm just very conscious. Put it that
Okay.
way, because even when I go on stage, I don't really like to show. Like, get me skin, like, get me all that sort of stuff. I mean, I'm very old school. I like to dress up. Like,
I respect
suit
it.
and all
I
that
respect
sort
that
of
as well. I respect
You know,
that. Yeah.
even when I see some women go and stage half naked, you don't need to buy attention. Command it, you don't need to buy it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I don't like all this half naked stuff. And the generation that I'm from, that's what they like. But I tell people I'm from this generation, but I'm not of it. You know what I mean?
We live in a generation of, like, unfortunately, most of the times people say sex sells, isn't it?
Yeah, sex sells, and I believe that, because even my picture that I used to be the artwork for it was very sexual, but it wasn't my choice. It was the producer's choice. But you know, it was very seductive, and you know the look that I gave, that, you know, like the it was, I don't know what the clothes was, but it was very, like, do you know what I mean? It was.
Very,
So,
You know what I mean?
very seductive.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, and I was topless as well, but
listen, like, with music, look, music is like, obviously everybody knows, it's another
Yeah.
form of art, innit?
Yeah.
And it's like, me, I just always say, like, listen, there's so many different people in this world who make music.
Yeah.
But I just find, honestly, what I'm about to say, I hope it doesn't go over people's heads, yeah? Me, yeah? Even if somebody comes out with a crazy style, but it's unique, even if I don't fuck with it, yeah? I just appreciate people expressing themselves, being in their true authentic self, you get me? So for me, like, for you, like, I would just say, like, you know, just whatever you feel like doing, however you feel like expressing yourself, you should just continue doing your thing, man. Because one thing that people used to be saying on here is, I'm fucking bored of a lot of people just making the same shit.
Yeah.
You get me? You can even hear it in my voice. I am fucking bored. Obviously, like I always say, like a broken record. If you do your if you look around, you know, like, hard enough, obviously some people are making good music still. But still, like, the majority of people that are making the same fucking music, you know, I feel like it always ends up dominating those people who are making unique music, those people are making good
100%.
songs, you get me? So that's what I think, man.
Bring back the lovers rock, man, and the old school reggae.
Yeah, man.
I mean, like I said, for me, musically this year, I mean, I got 3 or 4 more tracks to work on for my album, which I am actually working on, but it's like, as I said, we don't rush music right here. We take the time.
Take time, yeah.
If you listen to my last 3 productions, right, and how nice it sounds, if I must say so myself, right, you know, that is a result of taking the time, not rushing shit.
Yeah.
Because when I go to studio, I'll be honest with you, I need at least 3-4 hours just to work on one song. Because even when I work for certain guys overseas, like, I mean, I'm not gonna send you back rubbish. What I send you, but you can mix the master straight away. But they don't do it straight away. They always, they'll take 2 weeks or something for start mixing that sort of shit. What I'm trying to get at, that, you know, when I go studio, I do the main vocals. I might just sing it over maybe 2 times. You know, because obviously the first one's warm up. Then, but obviously, again, that's lies. When I work with Bubblers do this thing where I record the song and I try to sing it in key as much as possible, so there ain't much work to do. Or the bits that are bum notes. So the bits where I do like bum notes, Bubblers will kind of like go back to the bit where, before he comes to the bit where I hit the bad note, he'll go back 4 lines. And like, Webster, look, sing along till you get to that part. And then when I press record till you get to that part. And you sing that bit with conviction, with meaning. And I'll do just that. Hey, but stop! Listen back to it. Yeah, that's fine. Move on to the next. Because I feel like it saves money and time when you do it that way. Rather than have to record the fucking song and you record it 3-4 times and 5 times before you get it right. Fuck all that, because that's money I'm paying. I haven't got that kind of money.
Exactly, yeah.
So by the time I'm finished with Bubblers, probably about, like, you know, 130, 120 I spend in the studio.
Yeah, that's
And plus,
that's normal.
and
Yeah. No, after that, it's backing vocals after that. And with
Exactly.
backing vocals now, it's a different thing, because you got to have a good ear. And that shit has got to be key. Now, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to BBs. It has to sound right, it has to sound perfect.
Of course, yeah.
And
you know, you're in a very beautiful place, because once again, when I proper listen to you, yeah, basically, there's a lot of artists out there who basically cannot who basically are not in your privileged place. Meaning,
Yeah.
there's a lot of artists out there till this day who feel like if they take too long to release music,
Yeah.
if they take too long to to perfect a certain sound,
Yeah.
if they take too long to release music, they feel like obviously the attention span. They feel like people
Yeah.
forget them. You get me? So
Yeah.
like when I talk to music artists like you, yeah, who say
Yeah.
like who can afford, who say regardless of whatever, I'm gonna take time with my music and release my music when I feel like it's ready.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's so refreshing because not many people can do that. You get me? Not many people.
Well-
Obviously, people can do that, but not many artists
Yeah.
can actually say I can actually take my time and do that.
Well, I always say each their own, but
Yeah.
what I did because I went to a show the other day to support a friend, and this young girl, she said to me, from this month onwards, I'm gonna release a single every month.
Yeah. Some people literally feel like if I'm gonna blow, I'm going to release as much as possible. And you know what happens? What I
Yeah.
found out, the quality of the music sometimes get watered down. You know why?
Yeah.
Because you know, like anything, it's like cooking food, and you
Yeah.
don't cook food properly.
Yeah.
Obviously, by the time you taste the food is not gonna taste that good because one, you rush the food. You understand? You rush the food. You didn't really like cook it properly,
Yeah.
and then when you're eating it, you wonder why you're thinking this food doesn't really taste as much. Why? Because you didn't take time with it. So I feel like
There's that, but at the same time,
Yeah.
release a song every month. I mean,
fucking hell.
never mind. What about get your views up first for that one song first?
Yeah.
How about that? Because I ain't gonna put another song until I get at least like 2K views. You know what I'm saying? And I did just that. Like obviously, Crazy Free Love got over nearly 3,500 views.
That's good.
But like Sexual Seduction came out November. I didn't really promote it as much. Plus I never performed it. So, you know, I'm actually considering whether to actually put that on the album or not, because really I was gonna put it on the album, but I think I'm not gonna do that because I mean, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna put it on the album. So I think we'll do another song to substitute that song for an album. Because it's a good production, because I produced it myself, that one, but because it didn't really get enough views, I didn't really... It got views, but it didn't get enough views. That makes sense.
What you were
Yeah,
you
expected
had,
compared to the others.
Yeah.
So it's either I got a lot more work to do to promote it, or just get a look change and do a look video shoot for it, promote it that way, and then still put the album. But if I don't do that, then scrap it.
Yeah.
Leave it as a single and work on something else.
I hear you,
album.
man.
But this year I come, I got 3 or 4 more tracks to do, as I said, and I'm doing it myself. The album, Rough Cut will provide me some rhythms, because obviously all the rhythms that I sing on, they're all live instruments. They're not computerized and logical, that sort of stuff. I don't like plastic tin pan sound rhythms. Some rhythms work from logical, that sort of stuff, but
it's more.
when you sing live, it gives you that, you know, that look of feeling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? So, you know, so obviously we have Rough Cut, behind me back, supporting me. So, all I can say is listen out for that, guys, because, like I said, it's going to be a lovely project. And I just can't wait to share it with all of you. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are going to enjoy it.
Come on.
So,
I can't wait to hear it.
We can't wait, man. We can't wait. We can't wait because
behind the scenes, I'll give you guys like a preview.
Yeah.
But that's as far as it goes.
Yeah.
But
Looking forward to it, man. Like,
thank you.
do you have a date in your head that?
Definitely not.
Okay, I hear
Definitely
it.
not.
I hear it.
Because right now, as I said, My Love Is King that came out, the Sade song, I took
Yeah.
my video for that.
Yeah.
And that's going to cost me nearly £1,000, which is not a lot, but I still need to sort that out. After that, promote it. I need to market as well. I need to also, what's the word I'm looking for? Plan a listening party. Find a venue.
That sounds good.
I need to also find a venue for launch, because obviously I want to kind of like sell hard copies. I'd like to also have a live band for my launch.
Okay,
So I don't want nobody singing PA on the night. Live band only. I had to keep the budget down. I'm gonna have like a minimum, probably like 5 artists, maybe 4. So probably 1 new school artist, maybe 2, and then 2 bigger heads. 2, do you know what I mean?
2 legends. 2
Yeah, 2
established
legends. Yeah,
big
established
artists.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I've got a few in mind. And if my money becomes longer,
Yeah.
and I get pay rise, then I'll just fucking
Make them bigger
make it bigger from that 6,
And-
7 artists.
and invest more money into the next one.
Exactly.
I
Because
hear
obviously, I still gotta find way to pay those big established
Course,
artists.
yeah, of
They're
course.
not gonna come do it for free. Maybe
course.
1 or 2 might do it for free, but
Yeah.
do you know what I'm trying to say? I need to also find money to pay the band as well. Lucky enough, again, I'm using Rough Cut. So Rough Cut won't charge me for hours, they'll just charge me for their time. So it'll be 150 per guy. Shit, sorry, can we edit that? Can we edit that bit?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
You can remind me to take out. Yeah.
Okay, good. Take out the money bit for how much Rough Cut will charge me.
Okay.
But like I said, I can use Rough Cut
Yeah.
as the band to back me
Yeah.
because
You're
I
right.
know that obviously I already got my relationship and my ties with Rough Cut. I want you to worry about my pocket like that. Yeah, I'm saying, but money still have to run.
Absolutely.
Also as well, would I be doing tickets, paying the door? You have all that to consider. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, again, yeah. Do I want to take control of the bar? Because I think I might want to own the bar so I can make more
Okay.
money as well. It all depends. Because I might negotiate with the person that owns the venue. It all depends, as I said, but there's things that I need to put in place. Also, to think about the business side of the music as well. Like oh my gosh, what's the word I'm looking for in my brain right now? Sorry,
It's good. Take
the
your time.
publishing
Publishing,
side
yeah.
of things.
Okay. Yeah.
So I want to kind of work on the publishing side of things before I release all that. You got to learn. I know all about it before you put out anything. So I know something you got to look out for. Do you get what I'm saying? So to move on, because I feel like I digress.
Yeah. Yeah.
Album is coming soon.
Album coming soon.
Just watch this space and
Yeah, people stay locked in, man. Stay
Yeah.
locked in. What? Like, just a few more questions before we wrap up. Yeah. Like, what is your relationship with the LGBTQ community? Yeah. What? How is that community for you, man? Like, have you?
few
Yeah.
friends.
What is it? Yeah. How is your relationship with them? Like.
I don't mind them. I don't
Yeah.
give a shit about what anybody do. Like, I mean, what
course.
they do in their
Everybody.
private time.
Exactly.
I mean, some like girls, some like men, some screw girls, some screw men, some screw the walls, some screw their toes. Whatever you want to do, I don't care.
Can I quickly?
Go on.
Can I quickly? Let me quickly. Basically, I've said it a couple of times. On
Yeah.
there. Like, have you ever been to a club called Heaven? I worked there before.
Sorry, yeah.
I worked there before. No, I just for like you've been there, yeah?
Yeah.
It's a mad club, innit? There's a few of them like around, innit?
Yeah, I enjoy myself there when I say that shit.
Yeah.
I
No,
wouldn't
no,
even,
bro, I'm gonna be completely honest
Yeah.
with you. Like, again, me, I'm just all about just watching people free,
Yeah.
people having a good time, whatever. Obviously, you saw a couple of madness, but
some a bit
it's-
overboard or
yeah.
with it, but
exactly. No, it's a good vibes, man. Like,
you're all
actually good
about
vibes.
you're all about the good
Good
times.
vibes, yeah. I was actually working there, so obviously, even though certain people obviously didn't believe I was
wow.
working there, certain people trying to chat me up, do whatever they've got to do.
yeah, I was
You
about to say you must have had a lot of that, innit?
Yeah, you showed it how all of these things, but overall, Heaven, the club, it's a good club, though. I'll be honest.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'll be honest. First and foremost, even like in a lot of straight clubs around the country, I'm not a clubbing person. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, some people know, but working in there, like, obviously, opened my eyes up to certain things
Yeah.
or whatever. But at the same time, I was making my money, man. It was one of them. It was a cool experience, man.
See, when I went to Heaven, it was my friends. Well, she's a lesbian and
Yeah.
her brother's gay.
Yeah. Oh my fucking.
So
hell.
it was
Jeez.
like they're both twins. So I was celebrating their birthdays.
Oh my
Yeah, it was crazy. It was like
Twins, one gay,
Yeah.
one lesbian.
it was like yeah. So it was like
Yeah.
celebrate their birthdays and I saw a lot of things that night. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I was in the corner in it like
They got sections with like beds and shit.
Is that what it is there now?
Yeah, they go like, because remember the
Beds.
club is so big, you go in different places.
Beds.
Yeah. I'll say on camera, yeah. They
Wait,
got,
hold on, wait.
yeah, they got sections, yeah. I used
Hold
to,
on, wait.
beds.
Hold on.
BEDS.
Hold on.
Yeah.
When I went to Heaven Night,
Yeah.
2017 times, 16 times, yeah. That's
Yeah.
when I went there.
Two
There was no beds there. So what beds? Beds
No
do
beds.
what?
Beds, it's literally, you know, obviously the club is like, there's a
Bro,
lot of
why
different
was there
places.
beds there?
Yeah.
That's what I know.
Bro, I don't know, people are partying, people are sitting down with their,
I
yeah.
think we all know.
Yeah.
What I want to know is it for you to sleep to somewhere up to the club?
Or sleeping in a club.
Oh, no, I don't know about
Nah.
beds.
Now
So-
a lot of shit was going on. I can literally confidently say, and I used to be one of basically even before like the whole club thing like starts or whatever. I used to be one of the people to go early. I used to even be one of the people to kind of help set up certain things within the club before
Yeah.
people start coming.
But
Yeah.
beds?
I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this on camera, yeah. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say this on camera, but basically, obviously, again, if you go to a club and you're working there, sometimes you can have more access to certain, certain rooms or whatever.
Yes.
More than just the normal average person just going there to club, innit?
So
And obviously working there, they used to have, like, there was a lot of rooms there. There was a lot of rooms there where it's like a lot was going on.
So that place turns to a sex club now?
I'm not...
Because we have men's there, of course it is.
But all I'm just saying, there was a lot.
They got stuff for after.
Yeah.
When it gets a bit.
Wow. That is.
Yeah.
that is.
It's brazy. It's absolutely brazy.
Well, as I said, LGBT. I got LGBT friends, and as I said, like I embrace all, to be honest with you. I believe in live and let live, or however the saying goes. Like everyone has the right to do what they want to do. As long as they're not hurting nobody, messing with children and that sort of stuff, I don't really care.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. I mean,
why do you feel like? Because again, like obviously, as a straight man, who I love to get educated, innit?
Yeah.
And I love to understand people from different walks of life, people from different sexes. Why do you feel like? Because this is how I feel. Like I feel like, why does the LGBTQ community? I feel like they're very sensitive. A lot of times, I feel like they're very sensitive for no good reason, and I feel like sometimes they exaggerate certain things. If you get where I'm coming from, obviously there's a lot of us, straight, Africa, whatever. There's a lot of different things. We live in a crazy world, right, where different people can be sensitive for different reasons. But
a lot of their over exaggeration based on trauma and hurt.
Yeah.
Because don't forget, hurt people, and
I hear you. I just want to understand.
A lot of them suffer mental health illnesses, and some of them are just not bold to come out with it and be like, yo, like, and those are the people that needs therapy or some kind of mental health check, because some of them can be very toxic. Because my friend, sometimes she phones and tells me about her other half, her lesbian other half.
I've heard some shit, and I was thinking
her brother will phone me and tell me some things, and I'm like, fuck, like, this is toxic. Like,
I used to think just a man and a woman, the relationship some of them was the worst, but gal on gal or man on man, some of those relationships, some of the stories that I've heard,
some of these guys that turn gay or whatnot, they think if they stop having a relationship with women, it's gonna be a lot greener on the other side. With a man, no, it's not the same old shit. Because you can get a toxic guy, you can get a good guy. Yeah. Same with a man and woman. There's a heterosexual relationship. You can get a good woman and a good man together, or a bad woman and a bad man, or a bad man and a bad woman together. Whatever, good woman together, whatever. There's bad and good in every single one, whether you're gay, straight, lesbian, whatever the hell you are. Right? But yeah, I mean, a lot of it comes down to trauma, as I said, and psychological issues, which isn't really being addressed. I mean, for example, in the white community of the LGBT, they'll more address and acknowledge their mental health.
Yeah.
Whereas in the black community, some are...
And the Asian.
And the Asian, and the Asian and black community, some of them hide because of stigma.
Yeah. That's where perfect segue with what I'm about to say, yeah.
Yeah, and, their folks might not believe in that kind of lifestyle, or they don't mind that lifestyle, but there's no such thing as mental health, and you work on it, or you go to the Gurara, or Allah or Jesus about your situation. You know what I'm saying? That, there's always some kind of, so if it's not religious, it's just the fact that no, I'm rejecting mental health. There's no such thing. You work on that shit. Like, be a man, or
Some. Like, when I was working there, this is fucking, I'm going to be honest with you, even as a straight man, this is very, very sad. Like, when I was working there, I'm telling you, Webster, I met a lot of people living a double life. You know exactly what is, exactly, as soon as I say that, you know exactly what I mean. I met married people, yeah? You know that's right.
Yeah.
And again, we know, when we're talking here, having a proper real conversation, we're not exposing nobody. We just literally talking life. No, this is not some immature shit. And it used to actually honestly, it used to make me actually sad, because I used to think to myself, imagine living a double life where it's like people think you're married.
Can you imagine?
But you're married and you got even a kid. I used to speak to married men who are in Asian men, certain black guys who are in relationships who, like you said, the communities that we come from, because of religion, the stigmas. These people couldn't really, they had to live a double life because, like you said, otherwise
getting judged.
if they came out,
Yeah.
like quite a few of them used to say to me like, if they came out, the whole friends, family, the community would abandon them.
Yeah.
Because that's obviously with the Muslim people, we say that's haram. You get me? And it's
Yeah.
like obviously with the black,
Sometimes it'd be life-threatening.
yeah, and with the black community as well, obviously. Within certain, obviously, if you're from certain parts of Africa or Jamaica, whatever, some people are still not educated, and some people will still. You get what I'm trying to say? And
Yeah.
even that, all of that in a nutshell, honestly, like that used to, on a human being like level, yeah, that used to make me sad because I used to think to myself, imagine if I was living a life where it's like I couldn't be myself. You get me? Because we can talk about all of these things, but for me, the key word is being yourself. You get me? Living in this world, being yourself, whatever you're attracted to, however you come across, to just be yourself and being accepted for yourself. Like you said, imagine not being able to do that. Of course, you like there'll be so much going on in your head, and
Of course.
now I kind of understand it a little bit more because now that's why a lot of them probably, like you said, they get triggered because it's like, yo, like,
But
it's
some
crazy,
a bit
man.
overboard with it now. Some a bit overboard, but
Yeah.
I mean, what about stuff that we agree and don't agree on in terms of that kind of lifestyle?
Yeah.
What are we going to touch on that as well?
Of course.
Yeah, because obviously, like, I remember I mentioned earlier on, like, for example, like, so let's say like the transvestites then,
Yeah.
or the ones that hasn't transitioned, but the cross dressers, but they're in a person transitioning.
Yeah.
Like, because obviously, like, from where I come from, I only knew about gay and all that sort of stuff when I came over here. Back from
It's
Jamaica.
getting too.
I didn't know about that sort of stuff
Yeah.
when I was in Jamaica. But what happened, how I first found out about men and men was through things on TV, like, you know, EastEnders, where two men are kiss and two girls kiss. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
But,
That's why I stopped watching a lot of those soaps. I love EastEnders.
do you know what I mean?
But as soon as they started introducing, like, you know, again, I'm gonna be honest, as a parent or whatever,
Yeah.
For me, it
Maybe your child shouldn't
was
watch
exactly. It was confusing me. You got to understand, Webster?
So my mum did used to turn it off and turn it off when those bitches come.
Exactly.
But what I'm trying to say is, I first discovered that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And what I don't agree with, right, is the fact that, you know, they think that they have a right to use female toilets. I don't agree with that. Because the thing is, right, regardless if you believe that you're a woman, right, you're still a man with two of them there between your legs, them where I don't go down. You understand?
Absolutely.
Right? You was a man. You understand? You was not a woman. So when you did it, I said that you know, obviously that, you know, oh, I'm gonna use a female toilet. No, the fuck, it gives you the authority and the right.
Is it the government? Is it like a rule like?
Of course the government.
Is it like a rule like?
They're loving it.
Because I thought the LGBTQ community, I just thought they were so powerful to a point where it's like even certain things that they were literally introducing into society. Yeah, I just thought they make so much noise and they were so powerful. They got to a point where the government don't even need to pass certain laws for them to. You got to understand. I just thought certain
they
things
are
they were
very
just doing.
protected.
You
They
get
are
me?
very protected.
Oh,
that is a fact.
If I start with that,
They are very privileged and protected.
oh my god.
What I'm trying to say is, because obviously the hate crime comes under racism.
Yeah.
You understand?
That's the reason.
But what I'm trying to say is,
Yeah.
right, that the whole invading real women's with breasts and underneath, right, personal space, use the same public toilet spaces, it's wrong, right? Because that means, right, I don't have to put it, like, basically, like, there's that as well I have a problem with.
You're
And
blurring the
also-
line. They're blurring the line.
Exactly, and it's also tricking men. But then again, some men know, because I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm not gonna call no names, right? But there's a certain person from Tottenham. When I first met them, because obviously I'm 29, they were about 15, 16, 17 at the time, right? That person, I'm 29, that person's probably about 18, 19, 20 now, right? Maybe 21, maybe 22, right? Either way, same age, my nephews and my nieces. Now, that boy, yeah, he looks like a woman, right? Because he wears breast fillets
Yeah.
and all this.
What's breastfeeding? Is it like Philip Burgers? No, I'm not gonna. Sorry. Is it like?
Silicone.
It's to make it.
Oh, them silicone things. Them silicone things. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And he wears like the heels, or but you can tell say it is a man because the foot, right?
Of course.
And the tough features.
And
Yeah.
the tall.
It's like the tallest,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that ain't that tall. But it's just the foot, just everything. And some of these guys out there, right, that are pretend that they don't know.
They
Are
know.
you guys fucking idiots and something? Sorry, but can you not tell that is a man? You understand?
That is true.
So I mean, I'm not judging, but I'm just saying, right? Just don't be like, be blah 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 blah. Oh, I didn't know because you didn't know.
Don't beat him down.
You didn't know. You didn't know because when you have to pull down the dress, right? Whatever it is that the little boy wear, right? Even for them saying that's simple under there. You
Is it-
understand?
so
It's like you're telling me.
So is this can we confirm, yeah? Has the government passed the actual government, yeah? Have the government passed the law that obviously transgenders, or with what we're talking about now, that certain men who who identify themselves as women now are allowed to use female toilets? Is this something that is the government like said, yeah, it can happen? Or
Yes, because I went into
I've all along. Sorry to even cut you. All along, I just literally thought that, like I said, the LGBTQ community. I just thought they were so powerful. Like I said, they just passed on their own thing, and nobody can say shit.
No, I went into Selfridges the other day, right,
Yeah.
to buy myself some products, right,
Yeah.
and a woman screamed inside of the toilets. I said, "There's a man in here."
Nah, man.
I really found out. I wasn't thinking. I thought it was a man like one of us.
Yeah.
When the security guard opened the door, it was.
A transgender.
Yeah, but you can tell that he wasn't fully because the hairs was on the leg and the beard and everything.
Yeah.
So-
he's still trying. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're
Quick-
still.
Yeah, quick question, yeah. Is there once again, I'm learning as I go along, yeah. Is there a difference between a transgender and a crossdresser?
No,
They're all the
they're
same.
both men.
Okay, cool.
They're both just like one cut off in miles and
Yeah.
the other one.
Yeah.
I mean, in miles there. But
Yeah.
he was going crazy like he wanted to fight a woman. But this is a black sister.
Oh God.
And obviously, that didn't sit right with me. So I said, yo,
Yeah.
bruv, I'm not a bruv, I'm a lady. So I said, no,
Yeah.
you're not a lady. I mean, the other black guy said, yeah, you're a man, bruv. So you say, you're not going to touch her, innit? He's like, oh, I'll fucking slap her. I'll scratch her eyes out. So I said, brother, is that before or after you try to scratch my eyes out and after I put your fucking foot in the back of an ambulance? I said to him. I said, which one is it? I said to him.
Yeah.
Right? And he tried to step down. I said, well, yo, and I grabbed him like that. I'm not like lady to me. The other guy lady to him still. The security pulled us apart.
Yeah.
Police came and they arrested that one and then took him out.
What are your thoughts, even on this thing? Like, one of the last things I want to touch on about
Yeah.
obviously the LGBT community before we round off here is once again, as a parent, you know, when they go into schools, you see that, I'm a parent. I'm a parent, like literally. And again, listen, if you don't want to say anything about it, we can literally cut and keep on moving. You get what I'm saying? Listen, like. Me, every single time, yeah. Obviously, some of my conversations one day might go a little bit controversial because people are just people. But this is why, for me, it's very important because I feel like if you articulate yourself in a certain way, certain people shouldn't be hurt or whatever because freedom of speech should be there. As long as you're not cussing people, like practicing hate, you know, the usual thing. You get me? But I feel like these conversations, I feel like that's why even some people walk on eggshells when they talk about the LGBTQ community because some people are like, oh, but I feel like if you're not dumb, if you can articulate yourself and you're a fucking adult, you should be able to talk about any topic in a certain way. You get what I'm trying to say? So again, I just feel like what benefit does it bring to our society or even in life? You get what I'm trying to say? To bring to basically take, to give access, that's the perfect word. To give access to transgenders, into like primary schools, like schools with young kids. What is the main aim behind that? Can somebody please explain to me? Because you see, the only reason why I've got
aim behind it, I can tell you the aim behind it. The aim behind it is to show them different lifestyles and cultures. But I think that the kids are too fucking young for that because, for example, right, my mum never, like, my parents never forced that on me, right? I discovered that shit for myself.
Exactly.
And obviously, when you go on the road, or whatever, you see man and man hold hands, girl kissing, whatever. I saw that shit. You can't unsee all that sort of shit. You can't control what people do outside the public because they're not hurting nobody. It's just them. But at the same time, as a young boy seeing all that, right, I saw that sort of shit, but it wasn't taught to me in school back then. But what I'm trying to say nowadays, they're trying to normalize it and bring that into schools with young kids. I don't agree
Nah.
that. I mean, I'm not saying you can't be whatever you are, right, or whatever you think you maybe are, but I don't think you should try and force it on kids. Let them grow up and see that shit for themselves, like I did, and you did, and your people them did.
Let kids
You
be
understand?
kids. Like
Let
what I was
kids
saying.
be
Let kids be kids.
Let them learn about, normal sexual education when they reach a certain age. Because obviously they got to learn how they came about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, right, forcing that on kids, I feel that, because obviously my cousin, she's home, she teaches her child from home.
Yeah.
Right? Which some might say it's not the best way, but, until you reach a certain age, she says she ain't let him go to school, which that's her prerogative. But at the same time, you should find out what kind of education that they will teach the child first. But, obviously how people do their things, how they do their things.
How you...
But...
Because what I don't understand is, like when we go, all of us have been to school, right? In school, when you're young, innocent, your mind, you get me, your body's still developing, your mind, your brain is still developing. There's certain things, if you, like, even as parents, like, there's certain things that you would never, we know, like, kids are kids, there's certain things you should never even introduce to kids. Let kids be kids. So it's like, once again, going back to transgenders and the LGBTQ community, like, trying to educate kids that you can be this and be that, whatever, such an early age, what benefit does that? I don't really understand. It just doesn't make sense whatsoever. It's like, let kids be kids.
It's a skirt thing, letting boys wear skirts.
Like,
so it's okay to wear skirts.
It's
like
absolutely fucking ridiculous, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
That right there.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine your son wearing a skirt? I mean, like if I was having a child, right? Again, I wouldn't care if my son wants to be gay or what have you. Right, when he's older.
Exactly.
Because obviously, I'm partly going to be a couple of grandkids. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you want to have a child and be gay afterwards, then be my guest. But at least give me a grandson first, or granddaughter first. At least one.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm sure a lot of people would say the same thing as you.
You know,
you get me?
Because me adopting is not my portion, because that's not my blood. I want my legacy when I die, right? I need something of me to be there. You know, if not you, but my grandchild. You know what I mean? You know, but I mean, But the whole wearing the skirt thing, I think that's dumb.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, and it's just the way how things are going right now. I think that the LGBT thing again is too privileged.
And even certain things
that alone shows how privileged that they are to even introduce that in schools.
Can I be honest with you? You see, for me, when you go from, like, all of us, we keep on saying that we're happy with people. You can love whoever you like. Yeah. For me, like, I'm gonna be brutally honest. Yeah. From time, all of us keep on saying, look, like, you can love whoever you wanna love and whatever. Yeah. For me, if I start seeing you're introducing certain things that are not making sense, then automatically I would start thinking, bro, is this bigger than what it is? What the fuck are you not trying to do? You get me? I'm gonna be brutally honest. You get me? Because imagine us straight people. You get me? I'm straight or whatever. I fuck whatever I fuck, and I just keep it private. Whatever. Let people do whatever they've got to do. I don't like. Does straight people go into schools and try to educate kids on? Do you get what I'm trying to say? Look at it that way around.
Yeah.
How many straight men or whatever do they get hired in these schools to go talk about love and all of these things? Do you get what I'm trying to say? You get what I'm saying? So for me, when I clocked and I think to myself, yo, like, you're actually doing the most for no reason. And then my mind start thinking, what is really going on for? That's why obviously these conspiracies, a lot of people start coming and saying all of these things that end up upsetting the LGBTQ community, because it's like, you're not making sense. You're not forcing all of this ideology, like we said, in soaps. You get what I'm saying? In soaps. You're not forcing these ideologies into people's, like, communities and whatever.
Make sense.
My question to you, even like through DMs, a couple of people I'm talking to, like, I always ask, because I never want to go like all over the place. I always ask them the same question. It's like, What are we doing here? What are you guys community doing here? Because it's like, cool. A lot of them, like we said earlier, yeah, some of them are living a double life or whatever. Look, I think a lot of us straight people, we do a lot. I don't know about you lot, but I feel like a lot of straight people do a lot to try to accommodate those people because they don't want to hurt their feelings
100%.
or whatever. But at the same time, it's like, guys, try to give us something in return back. Let's understand what this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Please, guys, this doesn't make sense. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, a lot of us are not being unreasonable. Like we said, practicing hate or whatever. We are literally pointing out a couple of things that do not make sense. Exactly. And one of those things that, as a parent, I'll say until the day I die, transgenders fucking going into schools and trying to speak to kids. I'm not gonna lie. With that, I don't give a fuck what you like, what you like to sleep with. With that, I don't fucking condone that because that is some fucking weird shit. You got what I'm saying? That's all it is.
Next week, your girl child comes home saying, actually, mom, dad, guess what? I'm a boy. I saw that on Hollyoaks the other day.
Yeah.
Right? And
they put it in soap.
The little girl said that, you know, I'm a boy. Like, you're not, you're a girl. But why can't you guys understand me? I'm a boy. And she can't hear.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and everything. Right? I thought to myself,
it's programming. If they start...
See, this is the thing with what.
Because who are you trying to program? Once again, I asked one of them privately.
Yeah.
Who is the community trying to basically like program? Because if you're putting things,
cut that. Let me move the car now because